Today, we are diving into something that's honestly a real game changer for modern India: green buildings. We're going to break down what they are, why they matter so much, and how they're literally building a better future for the entire country. Okay, let's get into it. I want you to think about the buildings all around you for a second. Your home, your office, where you go to school. They drink up massive amounts of energy and water. But what if we could totally flip that script? What if the very walls around us could actively help heal our environment? That's the powerful idea we're going to unpack today. So first things first, we hear the term green building thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? It's way more than just a buzzword, I promise. Let's get a really clear, simple definition. At its core, a green building is just a smarter building. It's designed from the get-go to be incredibly efficient with stuff like water and energy, to produce way less waste, and this is a really important part, to be a healthier place for the people inside. So it's about being good for the planet and good for us. And just look at how effective these designs are. I mean, we're not talking about tiny little changes here. A certified green building can use 40 to 50% less energy and 20 to 30% less water than a typical one. Those are just massive savings that show you this approach has a serious real-world impact. So, how in the world do these buildings achieve those kinds of incredible results? Well, it all comes down to a blueprint that's built on four main ideas, or pillars. Let's walk through them. The first pillar is all about being super smart with water. We're talking about designing systems that literally catch and use rainwater, putting in faucets and fixtures that use less water without you even noticing, and even recycling water for things like watering plants. It's all about treating every single drop like the precious resource it is. Okay, next up is the big one: energy. Green buildings work hard to cut their reliance on the main power grid. They do this with things like solar panels on the roof to generate their own clean power, using these hyper-efficient heating and cooling systems, you'll hear them called HVAC, and installing smart lighting that basically eliminates waste. Pillar number 3, sustainability, is about the whole life of the building. Where is it built? What's it made out of? Green buildings are all about using eco-friendly and recycled materials. They're also designed to handle waste really well, both when they're being built and when they're being used, so less stuff ends up in a landfill. And finally, the fourth pillar, health. And this one is all about us, the people inside. Green buildings are designed for much better air quality. They let in as much natural sunlight as possible, and they focus on making sure we're comfortable. It's a great reminder that a building isn't just about the numbers, it's also about how it makes people feel. Okay, so we've got these four pillars. But with so many companies making green claims these days, how can you be sure a building is the real deal? Well, that's where certification comes in. You can think of it like an official green stamp of approval. And getting this stamp is not easy, let me tell you. It's a really strict, formal process where experts look at everything, from the first design plans to the actual construction, and even how the building runs day to day. It's how you verify that a building isn't just talking the talk, it's walking the walk. So in India, there are three main groups that hand out these official green stamps. You've got the IGBC, which is India's top rating organization. Then there's GRIHA, which is the country's own national system, built specifically for the climate here. And finally, there's LEED, a huge global standard that you'll see on big projects that want that international nod. They all play a huge part in keeping the standards high. All right, let's get to the question that's probably on your mind. Why go through all this trouble? Well, the benefits are huge, and they kind of break down into what I like to call the triple payoff. First, you get massive operational savings. I mean, lower energy and water use translates directly to lower monthly bills for everyone. Second, these buildings are just worth more on the market. They're more attractive, people want to buy them, and they get leased out faster. And third, they really help meet our national environmental goals, which is a big win for everyone. So the bottom line is this: it's a win-win-win. You get lower bills, a more valuable property, and a quicker return on your investment. This quote just nails it perfectly. Building green isn't just an environmental decision, it's a really, really smart financial one. So let's just zoom out for a minute. Let's step away from the individual pillars and benefits and just look at the big picture. What does all of this really mean for the future of India? At the end of the day, these are so much more than just efficient structures. They are a fundamental piece of the puzzle for building a stronger, more sustainable India. Every single green building is like a foundation stone for a healthier future for both our planet and for all of us. So, I'll just leave you with this thought. The next time you walk into an office or a mall, or maybe even a new apartment building, just take a second, look around, and ask yourself, how green is this building?